Welcome to my kcse vision channel, Jamalika, People's Voice High School. Kindly subscribe and click the notification bell such that you get notified once I upload a new video. Today we are looking at a very important part, that is rusting for man work, and in most cases methods of preventing rusting and some other application questions. So you can see in a first diagram, I have diagram A. So you are going to put this one as this one is A. Then we have diagram B. You can have this one as C, D, and then of course we can have F. So in C we have an iron metal, and then we have the second one. We can call this one Roman 1, we can call this one 1, and we can call this one Roman 2. So in 1, we have an iron metal which is coated by copper foil, and then in 2, we have the iron metal which is coated by zinc metal. What is this question normally testing? It is testing methods of preventing rusting. So we have various methods of preventing rusting. So this one here is testing methods of preventing rusting. We have methods which can prevent an iron from rusting. So in such a case, when you look at number 1 here, rusting occurs because copper metal does not provide sacrificial protection. What we understand here is that copper metal is less reactive than iron metal. Therefore, it does not provide the sacrificial protection. When you come to 2, where we have an iron metal coated with the zinc, rusting did not occur because zinc metal provides sacrificial protection. So maybe we will be asked to study the observation what will happen after 3 days or 1 week. We just say in 1, rusting occurs because copper metal does not provide sacrificial protection. In 2, rusting did not occur because the zinc metal does not, zinc metal, in this case, zinc metal provides the sacrificial protection and therefore preventing an iron metal from rusting. When you come to P, we have an iron bar, and then this one now is connected to aluminium metal, where we have this one is connected with the wire. Then what is happening here, we have this the aluminium metal, then we have the iron bar. The aluminium metal, the iron bar is normally connected to aluminium metal. So what is happening here is just also another method of preventing rusting, whereby we have those metals like aluminium metal, which is in this case more reactive. Aluminium metal, which is more reactive than iron, they can provide sacrificial protection. So what normally happens here is that if a piece of aluminium metal is connected to the iron bar, rusting will not occur. So rusting will not occur because aluminium is more reactive than iron, and therefore it provides the sacrificial protection. And therefore what happens here, the aluminium metal, it corrodes instead of the iron. So the methods of preventing rusting here in most cases is called the sacrificial protection. We have at C where we have the iron rod. Then we have the iron rod is normally connected to the thin block. So this one is connected to the thin block. So this is like the first case where we have the copper metal. Copper metal, thin blocks does not provide the sacrificial protection. In this case, they are less reactive than iron. Therefore, they do not offer the sacrificial protection. And in this case, rusting normally takes place. So rusting occurs here. Thin block do not provide sacrificial protection, or you can just say thin is less reactive than iron. Then we can also have another question here, where you have the damp iron filings. Sometimes we call it the moistened. So we call it this one here. They are the moistened iron filings. Then we have the inverted gas chamber. Then of course you can have water. What will happen here is that the tank or the moistened iron, the iron filings are moistened. If you will be asked you to give the reason why this one are moistened, they are just moistened to enable them to stick on the gas chamber. That is the reason why we have the damp iron filings are normally moistened. Then after 3 days, what is the observation are we supposed to make from this kind of a particular experiment? After 3 days, you will realize that the iron filings will change from gray to brown. In this case, they will just rust because they will combine with they normally combine with air in the presence of oxygen. Therefore, they form a brown substance. In this case, we talk of rusting. So after 3 days, the iron filings changed from gray to brown. Iron will react with the air in the presence of moisture to form hydrated iron 3 oxide. This one here, it is just rust. So they will form what we call rust there. Another observation, the level of water in the gas chamber, here, it will just rise to occupy the space initially occupied by oxygen, which is used during rusting. Then, what conclusion do we make from this kind of a particular experiment is that oxygen and moisture are the conditions for rusting. We also have diagram F, where we have an iron band, and then we have connected to magnesium metal. This one is the same as experiment P, whereby we have magnesium and aluminium. They provide sacrificial protection because aluminium metal is more reactive than iron, and therefore it corrodes instead of iron. Therefore, it provides the sacrificial protection, preventing an iron metal from rusting. So this one here is the same case as in the P. So from this the three diagram, that is A, B, C, and D, you can just conclude that where we have zinc metal, where we have magnesium, and where we have aluminium, there is no rusting. In this case here, no rusting of a metal in this case here, because all of these metals here, they provide sacrificial protection. This one provides sacrificial protection. What normally happens here is that these metals here are more reactive than iron, therefore they can react, they can corrode instead of iron, they provide sacrificial protection. You can also conclude that where we have copper, if you can have copper, or we can talk of tin, in this case, there will be rusting. Why? Because these two, either copper or tin, does not provide sacrificial protection. Therefore, they do not protect an iron from rusting. Now, what are now the methods of preventing rusting? One method of preventing rusting is where we have oiling and greasing. Oiling and greasing, it keeps out water, and in most cases, this one is used in the moving engine parts. You have also the sacrificial protection, whereby we have said blocks of more reactive metal is attached to iron metal, so it will provide a sacrificial protection, or they can prevent that metal of iron from rusting. Another method we talk of painting. Painting is normally keeps out water and oxygen. We also have another method, we call it galvanizing, whereby the coating of an iron metal with a layer of zinc. And in this case, you understand that zinc is more reactive than iron, therefore it can prevent an iron metal from rusting. It's a very simple summary of some of the applications or some of the questions some of the complicated questions that most students are not able to answer during the examination. So kindly follow my channel. You click the notification bell. You get notified once I upload a new video. Thank you for watching.